prepared and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus. The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
We have now issued a weather impact alert.
We could expect conditions in some parts of our area to change drastically pretty soon, right?
And very quickly, yes.
This is significant rainfall coming our way.
You'll definitely want to be extra cautious.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
We've got the potential for some tree limbs or even trees or power lines to come down.
Of course, when you hear thunder, it's always best to take cover.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on KGW Plus.
Thanks for joining us. Our top story here at 5:30. Police shot and killed a man this morning in the Pearl District after they say he aimed a gun at an officer.
Let's run you through it. This was in an apartment building hallway near Northwest 14th and Raleigh. Police arrived with a warrant, they say, for a suspect who pulled a gun on a security officer, they allege, at the nearby Safeway over the weekend and pulled the trigger, though it appears the gun did not fire. Authorities say they used explosives of some sort to get into the apartment unit, but the guy would not come out. That's when officers evacuated the entire floor and deployed gas. Police say when the suspect came to the hallway with a gun, that's when they shot and killed him.
Heard pop, 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 5 or 6 shots and a pause, and then 5 or 6 shots more.
I'm freaking out because I'm looking out the window. I'm seeing there's already cop cars there. There's a searchlight on the building. It was complete and utter chaos.
Police say the man also left behind a loaded shotgun with threatening messages written on the shells that also named President Trump. The suspect's identity has not been publicly released. No one else was hurt. Happening right now, Portland firefighters are wrapping up at the scene of an apartment fire on Southeast 92nd Avenue. Crews were concerned that the fire would spread quickly to the rest of the building, but they were able to keep the flames to just one unit.
Everyone who lives, though, there is now displaced, but the rest of those who live in the building have been allowed to return home. Investigators are now trying to determine the cause.
A measles outbreak in Clark County has health officials warning that others may have been exposed, particularly in the Ridgefield area. Measles can lead to hospitalization, even death, especially for the most vulnerable. As Catherine Cook found, the outbreak has quickly gone from 1 case to 7.
The number of measles cases in Clark County is growing. Health officials say since late January, 1 case has turned into 7.
These cases are all connected to each other.
Public Health Director Dr. Alan Melnick says transmission in all cases happened in private spaces. However, he says the original patient may have exposed others while contagious in 2 public spaces, Ridgefield High School between January 14th and 16th, and at this Vancouver clinic in Ridgefield, January 21st.
If you're in a setting where there's a measles case and you've got 10 people who are susceptible, not immunized, 9 of them are going to get it.
Health officials noted the new cases involve 1 adult and 5 kids. These Ridgefield High School students tell us they're vaccinated, but worry about those who aren't.
But I know someone who had to stay home because of it, because they aren't vaccinated at all.
It could spread really quickly, especially in high school areas.
For parents of young children, like Deja Hyde, learning the virus had spread was frustrating.
My hope is that people will start taking it more serious, and hopefully that they can start, getting their vaccinations and stuff to keep everyone safe.
Health officials say about 90% of people in Clark County are vaccinated, though Melnick notes they need about 95% to achieve herd immunity. His biggest concern is for those who can't get the measles vaccine, either because they're too young or immunocompromised.
Why wouldn't we want to protect infants? Why wouldn't we want to protect people who are living with severe immunosuppression?
That was Catherine Cook reporting. The measles was declared eradicated in the U.S. about 25 years ago. Health officials believe the country is now at risk of losing that status as more people choose not to get vaccinated.
All right, let's talk about education now, with Portland Public Schools responding to concerns from parents at Woodlawn Elementary by adding another teacher to second grade. Parents say both second grade classes currently have 30 students each, making it challenging for their kids to learn. So on Wednesday, parents submitted a petition for a third teacher. We spoke to one before the district said, yes, it would add a third teacher.
Difficult. She has 30 children in her class for one educator, and we have outstanding educators, and I think people that work really hard and are passionate. But those numbers are overwhelming.
It's unclear if Woodlawn will receive another full-time teacher or an educator who is there part-time.
Thousands of University of Washington students are now set to get settlement checks from a class action lawsuit over tuition during the pandemic. The lawsuit says the university abruptly shifted to online classes in 2020, but still charged full tuition and fees. The $4 million settlement covers about 56,000 students. They will each receive a payout of about $40. As part of the agreement, the university denied any wrongdoing.
In our homeless crisis, a new shelter just for women is set to open its doors in Northwest Portland on Monday. Blair Best went to talk with people in that neighborhood.
Women like Jen,
it's very hard out here as a woman,
know what it's like to sleep on the streets of Portland.
It was 2 years. 2 full years.
It's dangerous, she says.
We're getting hurt. We're getting robbed. We're getting raped. We're getting, these things are happening.
A place to help women stay out of harm's way opens Monday. It's called Bethany's Room, this overnight women's shelter in Northwest Portland.
I have some reservations on how that'll all work out. Being a business right across the street.
Run by the local nonprofit Blanchet House, the 75-bed shelter will open with security 7 days a week from 8 at night to 8 in the morning.
Ultimately, I'm hoping it's not just like a Band-Aid. I'm hoping it's something a little bit more useful than that.
We're a little apprehensive, to be honest.
Noah Ernst runs Radio Cab right across the street from the shelter. His business has had run-ins with homeless people in the past.
Coming in and stealing things, coming in and threatening our gas station attendants, breaking into the cars in our parking lots.
We found communication between some nearby businesses and shelter staff has been minimal.
It would have been nice for them to reach out and build connections with people in the community so that if problems do arise, we have somebody to talk to.
They did send out like a memo, and they put it in my door.
The community broadly is in support of the mission.
Todd Zarnitz leads the Northwest District Association.
We don't want to see the impacts negatively spill over into the neighborhood.
This is the second overnight shelter to open in Northwest Portland in the past 5 months.
We're hopeful that this is a success for not just the people that they're helping, but the neighborhood.
Where women like Jen hope to find help.
We need the places where we can go and where we can feel, safe.
Blair Best reporting there. There is a women's day center, by the way, about 4 blocks away from Bethany's Room. It is called the Rose Haven. It told us, quote, the location of Bethany's Room was intentionally chosen to offer overnight respite to the folks that Rose Haven serves during the day. Our peer support specialists will be able to literally walk alongside folks as they head to their safe bed for the evening. This closes gaps and offers holistic care for our most vulnerable neighbors.
And we have a traffic impact alert here at 5:30. This is a live look from our Wells Fargo Skycam. The Burnside Bridge closed right now, and Multnomah County officials don't know when it will reopen. Apparently, there's a mechanical issue with the bridge after it finished a lift. Maintenance crews are on the bridge right now working on a temporary fix. We'll be sure to keep you updated.
Straight ahead on KGW News, from small town Minnesota to the top of the world, how the most decorated American cross-country skier in history is ready to dominate the Winter Games. That's in our 10 to watch.
And a trip through history to see just what it took to establish the very first newspaper west of the Rockies, right here in Oregon, 180 years ago. I know, so long. Matt?
All right, Christine, feels like it's been 180 years since we've had snow in the Cascades. Hasn't been that long, but we do have a great sunset going on. Cue the geese flying over from our reserve golf course, Sky Camp, Explore Tualatin Valley. Another beautiful scene over downtown Portland, 52 degrees. And yes, we had record high temperatures today. One more sunny, warm day, and we will see the return of mountain snow late this weekend.
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news live from the scene.
That snowpack is still heavy.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free.
We have now issued a weather impact alert.
We could expect conditions in some parts of our area to change drastically pretty soon, right?
And very quickly, yeah.
This is significant rainfall coming our way.
You'll definitely want to be extra cautious.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
We've got the potential for some tree limbs or even trees or power lines to come down.
Of course, when you hear thunder, it's always best to take cover.
On Weather Impact Alert Days, stream extended coverage on KGW Plus.
All right, with thousands of athletes already in Italy ahead of tomorrow's opening ceremony. Time check here, 5 o'clock here means +9. I got to do the math fast. 2:40 in the morning, so it is today in Italy. There's one group that's working even harder than the Olympians.
Yeah, we are talking about all the people in charge of feeding them.
Boy.
There are a lot of mouths to feed, about 2,900 athletes from 92 different countries. During the 2024 Summer Olympics in Paris, apparently several delegations complained about the quality and quantity of food. Eggs were rationed, protein was kind of limited, and some athletes demanded more meat to satisfy their nutritional needs. This year, up to 4,500 breakfasts, lunches, and dinners will get served each day across different venues. Despite the options, though, organizers say most athletes will probably stick to their simple, high-energy foods like plain pasta and protein.
I'm sure there's lots of preferences out there.
Probably,
Lots of
yeah.
complaints.
And Minnesota's Jessie Diggins first grabbed the world's attention, if you remember, during the 2018 Olympics in Pyeongchang when she won Team USA's first ever gold medal in cross-country skiing.
Now, as Alicia Lewis found out, her proudest moment goes far beyond the podium.
From the small town of Afton, Minnesota, to the world stage, cross-country skiing superstar Jessie Diggins has made a career out of living in the moment, especially when she's back home where it all began.
I don't get to be in one place very often. I'm on the road all the time, so getting to be home and see my family and see my little sister and snuggle the dogs and go running in the park with my high school coach, that's really special.
She's a four-time Olympian and says she was on skis before she could walk. Growing up surrounded by Minnesota winters, Jessie fell in love with the snow early on. And by high school, it was clear she had something special.
It was really fun because my whole team was there and we were all cheering for each other.
Her drive and athleticism pushed her all the way to the U.S. ski team in 2011, turning her childhood passion into a professional career.
I just go do the best I can, and that's going to be enough because you can't control the actual outcome. You just control your effort. So I just try to stay loose and relaxed and honestly happy. Like, my game face is me smiling in the start gate because I'm excited to be here and I get to do this. And how cool is that? Like, that's pretty amazing.
And that joy shows with 3 Olympic medals, countless world championship podiums, and now the 2025 overall World Cup Crystal Globe winner. Jessie Diggins is officially the most decorated American cross-country skier in history. But her success, she says, isn't just about physical strength, it's about mental resilience.
Growing up, I remember seeing these Olympic athletes and just seeing them as like superhuman, like, oh my gosh, like they're perfect, they're flawless. You know, in order to win gold at the Olympics, you clearly need to have mastered every little area of your life. And that's not true.
In her book, Brave Enough, Jessie opens up about her struggle with an eating disorder. A story she now says is her proudest accomplishment to share.
The first time I wanted to tell my story, it was a really big, scary moment. And it's the thing that I am most proud of because winning the Olympics was very cool. I'm very proud of it. Don't worry. I am proud of it. But I'm most proud of the courage that it took for me to open up and tell my story.
For Jessie, none of it would have been possible without the people who stood beside her from the start.
You know, they say it takes a village, but like it takes the whole state, it takes the whole country. And I feel like those Olympic medals like belong to thousands of different people. And I hope they feel that too.
Well, good luck to her as she heads down that way. Counting down to that opening ceremony, by the way, 17 hours, 15 minutes, 15 seconds. You can watch it live here on KGW at 11 a.m. Pacific time. And of course, there'll be a replay with all of it. The Parade of Nations, the lighting of the Olympic cauldrons, more than one on NBC in prime time.
Yeah, so excited to see the opening ceremony. The one in Paris was so cool, and cool to learn a little bit more about Jessie Diggins, too.
You know what? In a sport, cross-country skiing that's dominated by Europeans, and specifically the Scandinavians, she's something really special for us to win medals like that. And those of us who follow cross-country skiing, it's pretty cool.
I can tell you really follow it.
No, I do. I love watching the cross-country races during the Olympics. So, I mean, I love watching all the events in the Olympics, but as we all do, but it's pretty great. All right, let's take you outside right now. There's a look from our Explorer Tualatin Valley Skycam, and a beautiful, beautiful sky. It's just fantastic. 54 degrees right now out in Washington County, and boy, was it ever a warm day. And yes, again, we had record high temperatures. McMinnville made 61 today. Your old record was 59, set back in 2018. Portland, old record was 59, and we made it up to, no, we made 59. The old record, sorry about that, was 58. Also in 2018, and then Tillamook, 73, blowing away the old record of 59 from back in 2010. I mean, you beat it by 14 degrees there. Pretty remarkable how warm it has been. Other numbers as you see them, 61 in Aurora. We had 57 in Corvallis, 68 Newport, 70 in Brookings for the second day in a row. It's really been remarkable. East winds have been super strong too. We had gusts over 70 miles an hour at Corbett today. And in Troutdale, the east side of Troutdale had gusts over 55 miles an hour. So the wind advisory continues there for another, what time is it? Another 14 minutes, and then that will be allowed to expire as the winds will back off. Already, or again, we have a dense fog advisory for a good chunk of Wasco and Sherman counties because of the low clouds and fog, and that extends down through Crook County, Jefferson County rather, and into Deschutes County too because of the fog patch that you see right here. Now yesterday, Redmond set a record high of 70, not so much today with the fog and low clouds keeping things cool. High pressure keeping things warm as long as you're above the low elevations where that cold air and the fog and the low clouds pools. And that's exactly what we have. I mean, look at this pattern here. It's kind of remarkable. Big area high pressure. The pattern's like that. This is the center of the warm air. There's cooler air here. The real cold air, though, is bottled up farther west and north. And we don't tap into that for a while. But we will see a change over the weekend with rain arriving on Saturday. So that's the first thing we need to have happen. The snow level's still pretty high Saturday and through the morning hours on Sunday, up around 6,000 feet. But on Sunday, the snow level will drop, and by Sunday night and Monday, we are getting snow in the Cascades down to about 3,000 feet. Then, as we go through time, the pattern change continues. At least we have winds aloft, which we don't have right now. And as we go into the middle and latter part of next week and towards Valentine's Day weekend, we see a big shift towards cooler weather here. This would get the snow level easily below 3,000 feet, maybe down to 1,500 feet or so. And it just depends on exactly where the storm set up. Now, the jet stream would be focused if this exactly verified like this. Farther south, we'd get some snow, the heavier precipitation probably hitting the Sierra if it verified like this, but not all of the models say it'll go that way. So there is the potential for some decent mountain snow at the end of next week. At the end of this weekend, 6 to 8 inches on Mount Hood, Sunday into Monday morning. So, hey, we'll take it. We can use whatever we can get. 52 right now, freezing level at 11,600 feet. All right, sunny and warm. The winds will ease during the day tomorrow, but East County is going to be a windy night tonight. Then rain on Saturday, showers Sunday, showers and sun breaks on Monday, and then drying out for Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday through day 5, 6, and 7. If I added day 8 and 9 on that, we'd see more rain and hopefully mountain snow. We're back right after this.
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news live from the scene.
That snowpack is still heavy.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus.
As so many of us know, the Super Bowl is coming, and if you're still looking for some Seahawks gear, have you considered going old school?
That's a good option. Tonight we're visiting one Seattle shop that's all about going vintage.
If you are a fan of secondhand Seahawks gear, we've found your person and your place.
Rio Estolas, we're at Throwbacks Northwest.
Since 2008, this Capitol Hill store has been taking sports fans back in time.
Here people like to get things that like not everybody else will have. It's like here you can get an authentic vintage piece, something from actual 80s, 90s, sometimes even 70s.
This family business, that's Rio's son Isaac helping out, is busier than ever now that the Hawks have punched their ticket to Super Bowl 60.
People are going crazy over Seahawks. We can't keep the Seahawks clothing on the racks right now.
What vintage Hawks jerseys are in demand?
Walter Jones, Sean Alexander, I would say
Steve Largent.
Yeah, Steve Largent, Matt Hasselbeck.
Yeah, Hasselbeck for sure. We just got a couple. Brian Bosworth. I haven't seen a Brian Bosworth jersey for years, actually. That's a cool one. I kind of want to see one of those.
Yeah.
Cortez Kennedy.
Oh yeah, Richard Sherman even flies off the rack.
And this lambskin coat? It's the rarest Seahawks collectible in the store right now.
This would definitely be a holy grail item. Jeff Hamilton, and it's a reversible. It's got the original tags, and this is early 90s. The guy who made this jacket, he did like the championship, Kobe Bryant, Michael Jordan. He's done jackets for like Madonna, Michael Jackson. So he's basically the guy when it comes to jackets. This is gonna be my favorite thing right now.
The price?
I don't even really wanna say. to be honest.
What can you buy now that might be worth a lot later? Anything that's one of a kind, like these t-shirts, not vintage, that sell out the instant they hit the shelves here.
This is Eazy-E wearing the Seahawks hat.
Vintage fanwear is a long game. The upcoming Super Bowl will create some future classics.
Those things will all hold value in the next 25, 30 years for sure.
The best thing about being a secondhand Seahawks fan, each one of these pieces has a story to tell.
People come in, just the conversations that I have, people come from all over the world. They see a specific jersey, it brings them back to a game that their dad took them. There's always history and nostalgia and memories, and hearing that from other people and having other people share their stories is always like so cool to hear.
The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust on your time. Track how the weather will impact your day.
Certainly becoming increasingly hazardous.
Extended, continuous coverage of breaking news live from the scene.
That snowpack is still heavy.
Go deeper with in-depth interviews and exclusive reporting. All the local news you need, live or on demand. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. The KGW Plus TV app, streaming 24/7. Local news from the team you trust. Track how the weather will impact your day. Breaking news live from the scene. All the local news you need. KGW Plus. Download on your TV and watch for free. On Weather Impact Alert Days, stay informed, prepared, and connected with KGW and KGW Plus. Coverage that alerts you to what's coming and how it will impact you. Watch extended weather coverage on KGW Plus.
Okay, get ready for a quick history lesson because 180 years ago today, our region became home to the very first newspaper published west of the Rockies.
I mean, who knew? Zachary Carver did. He tells us about the journalistic trailblazers on the banks of the Willamette.
On February 5th of 1846, Oregon City made history when it rolled out the very first newspaper on the entire West Coast. The Oregon Spectator wasn't just Oregon's first paper. It beat California by 7 months and Washington by 6 whole years. Get this, the printing press itself had sailed all the way from New York around Cape Horn, taking 10 months just to arrive. The paper came out twice a month and was only 4 pages long. It started with about 155 subscribers paying $5 a year. That $5 is now over $150 in today's money. As a sign of the times, the paper's founders actually banned themselves from writing about politics or religion to keep the peace in the tiny frontier town. But that didn't last long. The first editor quit after less than a year because he couldn't stand staying neutral. From those humble 4 pages printed by hand crank to the sound of the Willamette Falls roaring outside, the entire West Coast's free press was born, right here in Oregon.
What a cool story.
I had no idea. Thanks to Zachary for putting that together. Stick around, another full hour of local news and weather coming up.
In the meantime, check out this beautiful view from our Lincoln City Skycam. Wow, the colors. Your top stories straight ahead.